Hi guys, this is Jake with Think Free Live Free, and today I'd like to start with the framing of the van. I'm not 100% sure how I want to frame it because you have a lot of different contours and things that get in your way. As you can see here, it kind of dips in quite a bit. Some people use 3/4 here to make this kind of flush with the wall. Over here, I'm going to use a 2x2 so that I can attach the ceiling to the wall. So there's some backing there, so I don't have to screw into the frame when I start putting up the walls. Okay, so I'm going to start my framing on the top. I'm going to focus on these areas and get the measurements for those, cut those, and then I'm going to attach them with self-drilling lathe screws going through this, which is 1.5, and then it has another 1/2 inch to go through the steel. So I don't want it to stick out too much at the end, and I'll see how secure it is once I get it up there. And of course I'm gonna be using some liquid nail on the back of the pieces of wood to get everything nice and secure. I got the first row of the 2x2s up in the ceiling. I'm trying to drive these 2-inch screws into the wood so there's no bump. I can't seem to find my countersink that would make it a lot easier for it to go in further. I am pre-drilling the holes in the wood. Some of them I've pre-drilled into the frame as well, but for the most part the self-tapping screws are going through the metal no problems, and then I'm putting a lot of liquid nails. So this is what it looks like, and it's basically just framing so that when you start putting your walls up you have somewhere to mount it to. And of course this will also give extra support for once the cabinets go up. However, in this corner I plan on putting a shower. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's the plan. In this corner to where that blue mark is. It all just depends on the space and whether it's going to be possible to do it. But I will know more once I get further into the build. Okay, so the next step is to do this side. And this side might take a little bit longer because I have to make sure that I deal with my electrical wires there. Making a little bit of progress today. I've been so busy packing and dealing with other things to try to move, you know. It's just been a lot of stuff going on. All right, thank you guys for watching. Okay guys, so I got the first row on the top all done, as you can see there. And it's been liquid nailed, screwed down with self-tapping screws. And I don't know if you can see, but there's like a seam here, a metal seam. And I cut my pieces to kind of fit in between that metal seam and the next one. I did not want to drill into this metal seam in case there's any kind of issues with it messing with the structure of the van itself. So I'm busy with the second tier I had to run to Home Depot really quick to go get 3 1x3s. They're gonna go on this area here. The reason I'm not going with 2x2s and putting them in here is I want the maximum amount of space. I'm gonna put quarter inch plywood on this part and screw it straight to the frame there so that I can kind of get these flares in a way. Hi guys, so sorry, last night my battery died on me, so I couldn't show you everything that I completed. This is a 1x3. This wall kind of comes out like this, so you have to put them up kind of high so that once you put your paneling on there, it can clear this wall up to, so you can go across like that. Also got that side put in and that side. And I also worked on the wiring here a little bit. I put some loom on these wires. And I had to get the main conduit that comes with the van out of the way. Just to be sure that I don't hit it when the screws go through. However, the screws, I put them really low so they don't actually stick out of this back area. There's another partition in there, so I think it will work out just fine. So I just cut my pieces. So I'm going to put cross slats going in here. The way that's going to work is, this is a 45-degree angle. So I cut my pieces at 45 and then this will go straight. I'm going to use my Craig jig to do a screw right there, and then I'm going to nail it down at the bottom on both sides. Here are my pieces. I have to cut the bottom. I have to measure them now and then cut the bottom. I've got my miter saw out. It's Sunday, so I was able to use my extension cord. Alright guys, so I'm using my buddy Craig, the Craig jig. It's the K4 to do pocket holes. This guy, I'll show you how I'm using that to screw it right in there. Since this is at an angle, by the way, that was 35 degrees, not 45. And then I'm gonna nail it at the bottom and also put glue as well. So I think that will be plenty strong. But you want to line your piece of wood up and line it up to the hole that you're gonna use. There's 3 holes. I'm gonna use the middle hole. And then you want to put your drill all the way in before you start drilling it. And then you get a perfect pocket hole. So we got this one side up. I just wanted to show you how I did that. So these sides are toe-nailed in with a nail gun on both sides, and then they receive the pocket screws that go straight into this board. finished up the framing. I'll show you here. So I got this hole one side and then on that side. This is the extent of the framing that I'm currently going to do until I get closer to putting in fixtures. Thank you so much for watching this week. That was the framing video. Framing is pretty straightforward. You want to make sure to go around all your contours of your walls so that you can put flush paneling down, or if you're going to use tongue and groove, that you have a flush surface to mount it to. So but this is the extent of what I'm doing. I nailed it on both sides here with 16 gauge brad nails, and then I did 2 pocket screws there so it can't move, and I glued this down with wood glue, so it's really sturdy. I think it will be fine when I start putting up fixtures and possible cabinets. It can be a daunting task. A lot of things involved, a lot of electrical, plumbing. I've been ordering a lot of parts. I've been doing a lot of research. It takes a lot of time. So stay positive, and something that I think that I constantly have to kind of talk with myself about is just take things step by step. I understand a lot of times we want to think about the big picture and how long it's taking and all that kind of stuff, but just go step by step and do what you can in those steps, and eventually it will get done, and then eventually it will be okay. It's probably never going to be perfect, so just do the best that you can for your standards and your quality. But that's what I'm trying to do. And I get very frustrated with myself sometimes because I mess something up, or it's just not turning out the way that I thought it would. So just keep positive and keep at it. You will finish. And watch your costs. Try to use things that you have. Don't constantly buy new wood. Try to use some of your leftover wood where you can. At the very end, I will share my build cost. I am trying to keep it as low as I possibly can. I do have some higher end equipment, especially with the solar stuff, so I will show you and show you that and share that with you as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching this week. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and please help the channel grow. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope this is helpful in some way to some people out there that's building.